I've been a midwife for over 20 years, and of course, I've been interested in helping women have easier births, less pain, less transports to the hospital, less cesarean sections. And I started to observe that even though women were open and relaxed about having birth, that there was an element of something going on deeper inside their bodies. And it turned out, I believe, to be a body balancing issue. Some muscles are too tight, that makes some muscles loose. Babies aren't in a water balloon, a sphere of water where they just end up in a position according to the mother's position. There's ligaments and muscles that make a shape to the uterus. The baby needs to accommodate that space, so maybe the baby needs to turn the head, aim the forehead, the face forward. Maybe the baby has to turn around and stick their bottom first. They're accommodating the space they're given. And women are just living in this society today. We have chairs, we have cars, we do cross our legs, we have sports, we live in gravity, so sometimes there's accidents. This changes the shape of the uterus, so the baby is trying to navigate the space they have. We can make more space for the baby by adding body balancing. We hear a lot about mother's dilation of her cervix, and all the focus is on how far dilated is she in labor. If there's a problem or a stall in labor, well, how far dilated is she? Nobody's understanding where is the baby? Where's the baby in her pelvis? What angle is the baby's head? The baby's job is to rotate. If we can help the baby to rotate and navigate her pelvis, navigate the space she has, then we can help her labor progress. But why start in labor? Why not start in pregnancy? That's what this video is about, starting in pregnancy. Let's eliminate a lot of those complications. Let's begin the essential daily physical activities to support your birthing body to open with balance and bloom. Do these activities every day for a couple of weeks, working on the details to fit your comfort and unique preferences. Then you're ready for Sarah's yoga sequence to keep your joints and muscles moving and preparing for your most wonderful birth. You will need a non-slip surface like a yoga mat, a folded blanket, a yoga block or large book, a yoga strap or belt, a yoga bolster or large firm pillow, 2 small cushions, and a chair. Breathe deeply from your diaphragm. Stand with your feet parallel, toes pointing forward. Lift your 10 toes so you know you're not gripping. Put them down again. Feel grounded in the 4 corners of your feet. Your knees are not locked, but soft to allow circulation so you don't get dizzy or stiff. Open your hip bones away from one another. If you have to lean forward to straighten your legs, your trunk muscles are too tight. Body work will help release the tension to improve alignment. Belly rises with your inhale. Let your baby rock gently in your full breath. Exhale fully. Align hips and knees directly over your ankles. Raise your sternum without thrusting your lower ribs. Lengthen your neck to raise the back of your head higher. Tuck your chin slightly. Shoulders drop away from your ears, spreading outwards, adding room between your shoulder blades. Your belly expands with each inhale and softens with each exhale. Breathe in love for your baby. Breathe out love for your life. Daily windmills soothe the lower back. You'll need a chair. Stand with legs apart, feet parallel, toes forward. Inhale and raise your heart and arms to the sky. Lengthen your back. Exhale and bend forward at the waist. Bring palms flat on the chair in front of you. Lift your left hand over your head. Keep your hand in sight to guard you from twisting too far. Exhale back down. Inhale as you lift your right hand. Your arm rises out to your side, keeping the hand in sight by turning your head. Exhale down. Switch hands. Gaze at your left thumb as you swing your left arm, inhaling up. Exhale down. Relax your neck. Next cycle, inhale and raise your right hand up to the sky. Exhale down. Continue on for 3 more rounds. Do this with your chair until your palms reach the floor with no discomfort. Benefits are loosening muscles around the sciatic nerve and lower back to help prevent sciatica. By lengthening the oblique muscles in your mid-back, you increase pelvic flexibility to open around your baby in birth. All parts work together only as much as the part most restricted. Improving your range of motion is a gentle effort, best achieved with the breath. Move in time with your breath. During this final round, remember to keep your back straight and let your pelvis swing out, untucking your tailbone. Continue to use this chair with the next windmill demo until a block becomes comfortable for all 10 windmills. Put your hands on your thighs and curl your back upwards, reaching high for a counter stretch on the way back to a standing position. With more flexibility, you are ready to do the windmill on a block or a low stool. Place your feet wide apart on a non-slip surface. Toes point forward, parallel. Inhale. Begin with a nice stretch of the arms upward. Exhale. Arms come down. Bend at the waist. Keep your back straight and your bottom free, not tucked. Bring both hands to your block. If your legs hurt, the block is too low, go back to the chair. Inhale and sweep your left arm up and over your head. Keep your hand in sight. Exhale, bring your arm back down to the block. Inhale and lift your right arm. Don't lean your weight on the block, your legs do the work. Exhale, your arms come down in a wide arc. Inhale, lift your left arm again. Continue for 4 more rounds at your own pace. Follow your breath. Do you notice a subtle motion in your hips? Allow that gentle stretch to the lower back. Keep using the block until your lower back keeps its curve during windmills. Windmills loosen your hamstrings and gluteus muscles off of your sciatic nerve, reducing the chance of a zinging pain from sciatica. For birth, daily windmills will have helped to free your sacrum, which helps align your lower uterus with a more balanced pelvis. The baby will have room to wiggle through during your surges. Repeat windmills 5 to 10 times every day. Final side. To finish, put your hands on your thighs. Knees are bent. Begin to curl your back upwards, each vertebrae at a time, until you are standing. Swing your arms upwards in an arc over your head, reaching up. Lengthen your back. Bring your arms down. Step your feet back together until your feet are parallel. Our next essential is forward lunges. You'll need a chair. The forward lunge lengthens your psoas and hamstrings. Stand facing the back of a chair. Bring your hips close and brace your hands on your chair. Bend your left knee and stretch your right leg behind you. Gently bend and straighten your knee, giving a soft stretch. Come up and down a couple of times to warm up. Keep your hips even. Hips are parallel to the wall. Add breath awareness. Reposition during an inhale. Melt into the stretch during an exhale. It's not so much a stretch we're going for, but a lengthening of the muscle coming over the front of the leg joint. Lift the back of your head. Tuck your chin slightly. Keep your fingers light on your chair. Come back up to standing. Breathe. Switch sides. Soften your right knee and bring your left leg back. Warm up your knees and psoas with a gentle up and down motion. Your front thigh may not be 90 degrees to the floor yet. That's okay. In time, the heel of your back foot may touch the ground. It's better to remain on the ball of your back foot, stretching gently, than to force a pose. Straighten your back leg only if there's no discomfort when you straighten your knee. Comfort will vary with the day. Give your hamstrings some room to play. Come back up to standing. Breathe. Repeat with your right leg back. As your hamstrings warm up and lengthen, bend the front knee deeper. Your flexibility improves with repetition. The origin of your movement is the front groin, where your psoas drapes over your leg joint. This gentle sensation is the purpose of this exercise, not to stretch the legs. The benefit for birth is easier engagement of the baby into the pelvis. Switch sides. Your shoulders are extended away from your ears to enable movement of the occiput and spinal fluid. Practicing the lunge daily will lengthen your psoas muscles, your hamstrings, and help your pelvis open wider with more flexibility for fetal engagement. This is also good preparation for birthing a larger baby. Do 5 sets of forward lunges every day. As you come back to standing, move your ankles and even your full body. Move your chair and grab your folded blanket for kneeling lunges. Begin on all fours. Place a folded blanket under your knees. Press your hands into the mat. Bring your left foot flat near your left hand. The top of your right foot rests on the floor, toes pointing. Bring your head and hands up now. Lean diagonally, bringing your left knee over your left ankle. Rock gently. Protect your knee. Have your knee and toes in the same line. Don't let your knee go past your toes. You are lengthening muscles to give more flexibility to your pelvis. The psoas in the front and hamstrings in the back stretch forward and release back. Begin to switch sides. Bring your hands back down to the mat in front of you. Press into the mat while you bring your left foot back and your left knee back to the floor. Give a wiggle to your spine. Swing your right foot forward near your right hand. Remember to align your foot with your knee. Come upright again. Rock your right knee in a diagonal direction, keeping your shoulders square with your hips. Relax without collapsing with your exhale. Even as you relax, retain muscle integrity. Keep your buttocks relaxed. Add breath awareness to your movement. Many women find the lunge essential to support labor progress. Lunges open the pelvis in just the right place for labor stall, somewhere between 5 and 8 centimeters. As you come back to all fours, take a moment to swing your spine. Sarah's Bluma-style spinal undulations invite vitality to the spine and are a lovely way to end a floor exercise. Come onto all fours for pelvic tilts on your hands and knees. Adjust your mat so there is a thin fold to support the base of your palms. You can double your yoga mat or fold a rug for your knees. Knees are directly under your hips, back is flat, hands are directly under your shoulders, and your middle longest finger points forward. Lift your head. Inhale to expand your belly. Exhale, pull in your belly, arching your back high. Let your abdominal muscles hug your baby. Inhale, flattening your back to tabletop. Let your abdomen relax. Exhale, arch your back. Elbows point towards your hips. Aim the dip inside your elbow towards the front. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to curl over your baby. Hug your baby close. Inhaling to face the sun. Continue at your own pace. Let your breath move with your spine. Each vertebrae curls and unfolds in rhythm to your breath. Push the palms to the mat. Press into the joints supporting your fingers, the inside of your knuckles. Gently lower your shoulder blades down towards your hips. When you inhale, always stop with a flat back. Sway back strains pregnancy-softened tendons. Pelvic tilts on all fours lubricate the spine to reduce discomfort. Pelvic tilts soothe lower backache after a long day. After 38 weeks of pregnancy, labor may start and stop again when baby is not yet engaged. Use all fours pelvic tilts with those contractions to help baby enter the pelvis. And when you're done, add a little side-to-side undulation. Now, grab your block for squats. Squatting opens the pelvis and frees your birthing muscles from the tightening effects of sitting. Use a block or low stool to squat on. Stand with your feet apart and place the block underneath you. This is a passive squat to begin to train your muscles. Lower yourself onto your block with your feet flat and wide apart. Use your legs to support your weight rather than resting completely on your block. Squatting awakens your birth stamina. Let your buttocks curve away from you. Your lower back arcs gracefully. Squatting brings strength and vitality into your pelvis and back. Start where you are now in flexibility. Work slowly toward squatting without props. Now it has been 1 minute. Listen to your legs. Breathe to them. Can they relax? If not, come up. Stand up for a full breath and squat again. As you get more flexibility and strength, work towards a 2-minute squat. Learning to breathe with your body during stretches prepares you for relaxing during the uterine exercise we call giving birth. Your lower back flares out when muscles become free. Repeat a short squatting practice 2 or 3 times a day. To get up, place your hands on the floor if it helps. Otherwise, place your hands directly on your thighs. Curl up to standing. Move your hips freely to soften the hip joint. Stretch upwards in a glorious celebration of your improving balance. Fill your lungs with a big cleansing breath, just as if you finished a lovely labor surge. Give your pelvis more mobility with seated leg stretches. For the double leg stretch, you will need a strap and folded blanket. Sit on a folded blanket on the floor. If sitting on the floor is uncomfortable, use a large, firm couch cushion or pillow. Stretch your legs open in front of you. Roll the thighs open and back, flexing both feet. Sit up straight. Inhale deeply, raising your arms and shoulders. Lean forward from the waist. Bring your hands to the floor, only as far as your hips are still happy. Be sure to settle yourself on the front of your sits bones by straightening your back. It's better for you to sit on a cushion and be able to bear your weight on the front of your sits bones than to sit directly on the floor. Lift the crown of your head to the sky, letting your chin drop. Lean forward with your back straight. Breathe into your stretch, rock to loosen, and stay slightly mobile. If you feel good in your legs, reset your feet a little wider. If your legs hurt, reset your legs a little less apart. You'll notice the second time is a little easier. Be patient with yourself. You are doing well to do your daily routine. Press the tops of your thigh bones comfortably into leg sockets of your pelvis. This relaxes your muscles. Lean forward a bit, paying attention to your posture. It's less important how far open your legs are than sitting on the front of your tuberosities or sits bones and lifting your thigh muscles. Lift your thigh muscles up towards your hips and lift your toes up in flexion. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your time with your breath. Lift your upper back and let your pelvis remain back, the opposite of tucking the tailbone. Lengthen your spine and raise the back of your head. Breathe out as you extend further. As sitting becomes hard to do, wiggle. Movement relieves tension. Remember to breathe with your movement. As you exhale, let your back come lower. As you inhale, relax your stretch slightly. Exhale, bend a little lower. Come up again. Walk your hands closer and bend your knees. Wiggle your ankles. Fold one leg by bringing your heel to center. Extend your left leg. Put the strap over the middle of your left foot, just under the ball of your foot. Take the strap ends in both hands. Inhale, and as you exhale, lean forward with a straight back. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down with a straight back. Move with your breath. Lowering with the exhale. Relax a bit as you come up for the inhale. Stretch forward. Your foot is flexed. Exhaling down, letting your tailbone out behind you. Release the strap as you come up. Raise your arms over your head. Lift the muscles above your torso and come down in a twist. Your left hand goes behind you, your right hand is on your left leg. Look over your left shoulder. Your hips are forward. Take a full breath. Exhale and come back to center. Bring your left ankle back to center. Pick up your strap and bring your right leg out. Extend your right leg away from you. Put the strap on your right foot, just below or at the ball of your foot. Keep your back straight as you gently pull your strap to lower towards your right foot. Your elbows are parallel to the floor. Breathe out to come lower. Inhale to relax upwards. As you find your flexibility increasing, you can hold the strap closer to your foot. Let your strap go. Curl your back upwards as you reach over your head, lengthening upwards, and come down into a twist to the right. Left hand on your right leg, and right hand to the floor behind you, if you can. Look over your right shoulder. Your hips are square in front of you. Take a full breath. Take another breath. You're lifting your spine. You're lifting and lengthening your neck and the back of your head. Feel the flow of the stretch. Lift your shoulders up as you turn to the front. Find your center again, and your balance facing forward for soles together. For soles together, add a small pillow under each knee, or you can use a rolled bath towel. You now have support from 3 cushions. Touch the soles of your feet together. Hold your feet. Inhale and lengthen your spine and lean forward as you exhale. Open your shoulders wide. Keep your back straight and press down with your exhale. Relax up with your inhale. As you warm up, you'll want to resettle your tuberosities on the front of your pillow. Stretch your fingers wide apart. Press the insides of your knuckles to the floor. Try not to round your back. It's not always easy. Let your buttocks move away from your center in the back. Walk back up to sitting. Give your spine a luscious rise. Hug your knees to reposition your legs. And sit cross-legged again. Sit towards the front of a firm couch or sturdy chair. Lift your right leg by bending your knee and place your right ankle on your left knee. Your left knee is aligned above your left ankle. Begin to lean forward. Keep your back straight and shoulders wide. Place your right hand on your right knee, gently moving your knee away from your face. Do this with no pain or torsion. Keep it gentle. Feel the stretch in your right hip. Alignment is more important than how open you can go. Guide your joints. Breathe down to them. Reinforcement is better than force. Gently put your right foot back down to change sides. Take a full breath. Now for the left hip. Put your left ankle on your right knee. Gently but firmly press your left hand to your left knee. Lean forward again with a straight back. Move your knee away from your face. This pose opens your hips for more flexibility while stabilizing your pelvis to avoid discomfort with walking or rolling over in bed. Stretching your hip muscles may relieve sciatica by relieving tension in the sacral area. Repeat daily to open your hip joints and keep your hips open. Now grab your ball for seated pelvic stabilizers. For this exercise, you need a medium-sized ball or use a pillow to squeeze between your knees and thighs. Begin seated in an upright position, sitting on the front of your sits bones. Place the ball between your knees. Feet are flat, legs bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale with a cleansing breath to start, and squeeze the ball with your exhale. Find your rhythm and be conscious. You don't have to squeeze to your fullest strength. Your breath guides your body to work together. Inhale and relax your knees. Exhale and squeeze the ball. Now bring the ball to between your thighs. This works new muscle pairs and engages your psoas to align the two sides of your pubic bone. Exhale and engage your buttocks muscles, squeezing the ball. Inhale to relax your muscles without dropping the ball. Keep your back straight and shoulders down. Squeezing the ball stabilizes and tones abdominal muscles to avoid abdominal separating, a condition called diastasis recti. Repeat 5 to 10 daily to prevent bladder leakage. Protect the abdomen with a long psoas by walking and pelvic stability exercises like squeezing a ball between your knees and thighs. For the half bridge pose, you need a ball the size of your outstretched hand or a pillow to squeeze between your knees and thighs. Begin in constructive rest pose. Knees bent, feet flat. Settle your back by wiggling into place. If lying on your back is difficult, sit on your chair and do this same exercise. Place the ball or pillow between your knees. Inhale with a cleansing breath to start. And with your exhale, lift your sacrum off the floor as you squeeze the ball with your knees. Stay up with your next inhale. Inhale and relax the ball without dropping it. Exhale and engage your buttocks muscles, lifting your hips off the ground with your head and neck in a neutral position. Inhale, release. Exhale, rise up. Rise higher with your exhale while squeezing the ball. Come down with an inhale breath. Move the ball from between your knees to between your thighs. With the ball between your thighs, engage your buttocks with the next exhale, lifting your pubic bone as high as you can. Maintain connection with your shoulders to the ground and push the ground away with your feet and toes, continuing to lift your pelvic bone towards the sky. Belly breathe slowly 5 times, squeezing the ball between your knees with every exhale, and relaxing your knees without dropping the ball with each inhale. Bridge pose stabilizes and tones the muscles to your pelvis, allowing more balance to come to the uterine ligaments. Balance is what helps baby come into positions more ideal for childbirth. To come down, curl your back from the top until your hips rest on the floor. Set the ball down. Sarah soothes her spine with free motion as a counter stretch to the exercise. Move freely to calm your back, too. Counter stretch the bridge pose with Happy Baby. While lying on the floor, lift both feet. Grab the insides of your feet with your hands. Curl your back and gently rock up the left side of your spine and down the right side of your spine. gently rolling and rocking up and down and side to side with the sensations of your own body to guide you. Let yourself feel vulnerable and happy. Feel the trust a baby feels playing in a sunbeam with mother watching over with a warm smile of tender love. Lengthen your trunk gently now as you return to constructive rest position. Before you come up, you're going to roll to your side. We never do stomach crunches in pregnancy. Move to the side of your mat, extend your arm and leg, and roll on to your side with your knees bent. Take a breath. Push your palms against the floor to raise your shoulders up and come into sitting. Take a breath. Give your body a chance to adjust. With hand to heart and hand to baby, integrate all that you have done today. As the baby is born, the mother is born, and the two of you work together to come to birth and parenting. Move smart throughout the day. Our posture and movement become conscious acts during pregnancy. Here are some tips for the common things we do each day to nurture the blooming of the mother within you. When getting out of a car, keep your knees together and pivot from your buttocks so that both feet come out of the car together. Walking freely is a joy of the body and balance. Head high, tailbone free, moving forward from the center of your thighs. This benefits your pelvis, back, and whole body. Walking 1 to 3 miles a day helps maintain the balance gained by your daily essentials. To get into the car, bring both knees together and swing around to face the front. Sit on a virtually empty physiotherapy ball. A small puff of air is all that's needed. This gives the spine motion while sitting and yet protects you from sliding forward in case you have to stop the car quickly. The modern toilet is no friend to your pelvic floor, but you can get a friend for your pelvic floor, the Squatty Potty squatting platform. A stool for your feet placed in front of the toilet helps raise your knees for passive squatting. Squatting improves digestion, joint and perineal flexibility, reducing straining and hemorrhoids. Sit on the front of your pelvis. Put your feet on the stool. It's better for your knees to have your shins vertical. Allow a nice curve in your lower back, an anterior pelvic tilt for full benefits. Squatting aligns your rectum through your pelvic floor opening. Now you are ready to relax your sphincter. Become aware of your angle and the effect on your release. You'll learn where your pelvic floor has room and where it doesn't. Toilet time is good birth preparation time. Squatting lengthens the pelvic floor and other pelvic muscles to let your pelvis open more freely during childbirth. Rest smart positions get the best from gravity during your pregnancy. Let your abdomen be a hammock for your baby's back. Gravity helps to bring baby's head to the pelvis first. Maternal position is not just for gravity, it's also to open your pelvis and lengthen key muscles for easier childbirthing. Sitting with your hips higher than your knees will tip your tuberosities to lengthen muscles that help with engagement and emotional calm. But tipping back, slouching to sit on your sacrum actually destabilizes your pelvis by weakening the muscles. Hip and back pain and a poor fetal position, such as a posterior presentation, become more possible. There is a better way to sit than collapsing on the sacrum. To alleviate pelvic discomfort and encourage room for the baby to rotate, we must sit with the design of our bones on our sits bones at the front of our pelvis. Let's roll forward on our pelvis and sit on the front of the tuberosities. Here is where dynamic motion is supported. Abdominal muscles relax yet stay toned. The lower back has a nice curve inward. Now the balanced pregnant belly becomes a welcoming hammock for baby's back. If your little light inside were shining out the thin skin of your navel, we'd have a clue for sitting correctly. The beam of light is ideally slanting or pointing downward, or straight in a horizontal beam. Find a position on your couch now that aims the flashlight down. Sitting on the front of your sits bones, your tuberosities, is the best seated position. Sitting on your sits bones allows the gentle curve in your lumbar spine, the lower spine. Compare this to the common couch coma position, slouching back with our hips lower than our knees. The beam aims upwards. Baby may roll backwards, spine to spine with mama. Slouching might risk a posterior position, especially with imbalanced muscles. Roll up from the crevice onto the edge of the couch. Aim your beam over the edge. Your back will strengthen and soon adapt. Balance before gravity to make maternal positioning more effective. And love over everything else. Carefully lower yourself over the ball with your feet wide apart to sit down safely. Make a stable three-legged stool by putting your feet directly under your knees. Your weight is centered on the ball. Be sure to have your feet apart for stability. Do most of your sitting symmetrically on a birth ball. Your spine can be limber and somewhat mobile during times when you do need to sit. Perhaps, for instance, when a friend is massaging your back. Sitting still for even 60 seconds begins to stiffen the lubricating fluid around the joints, so the mobility you have while sitting on a birth ball maintains some of the dynamic motion more attributed to walking. Some water or sand in the bottom of the ball prevents the ball from rolling when you stand up. There are many exercises a birth ball can help you with, and many places to sit on one. Use a ball for sitting at the kitchen table or your computer desk. Using a birth ball in labor is rated by birthing women as providing one of the more comfortable positions in labor. Waterproof, a birth ball makes a wonderful shower stool. Lightweight and round, a birth ball makes a cozy surface to hug when kneeling and leaning forward over the birth ball. And after birth, enjoy cuddling your baby while sitting and gently swaying on the birth ball. A third of our lives are said to be spent in bed. Let's explore how sleeping positions can enhance your comfort in baby's position. All your good posture, balance, and opening exercises are put to good use now, even as you lie down. Draw in your abdominal muscles and aim your weight back over your bed to sit down. Sliding into bed is its own reward. Pillows seem to be essential for pregnancy sleep comfort. Lie on your left side with your hips at a right angle to the mattress. Your belly is neutral with your spine. Support your ankle and knee equally level to avoid twisting muscles at the hip and back. A pillow under your elbow and wrist support alignment in your shoulder and upper back. Of course, roll over on your right side when your left side is numb. It's okay to spend equal time on both sides, unless your midwife or doctor tells you differently. A cozy variation on sideline is the left lean over. Move your pillow in front of your belly and bend your knee. Rest your knee and ankle equally. Now your belly is a hammock and lower than your spine. Gravity in the baby's movement helps encourage the baby's back to your front when balance has been established. Your left arm can go under you or behind you as you like. You can also lean over from your right side. To actively help baby reposition, add a stack of several pillows in front of your belly. Rest your top leg high, knee bent in front of you. Use this position after balance activities when you want to both rest and encourage baby towards your left side. This opens the hip wide while your belly rests lower than your spine. This position can be helpful in pregnancy and very effective when used with labor contractions or surges. Keep the ankle supported with the knee. You can do lean over from the right side, but favor your left side. You're almost lying on your tummy. Does this make you dream of sleeping on your stomach again? Here is a way to rest belly down for short periods of time, blissful time for some women. Make a stack of pillows for your shoulders and head, and keep one pillow for your ankles. Get up on your hands and knees. Place 2 barely inflated swim rings, the larger one on top of the smaller one, directly beneath your belly. Settle your belly carefully down into the center of the swim rings. Let out some air if you need them softer. Pillows support your shoulders and head. This is a persuasive rest position after balancing work or a chiropractic visit to let gravity bring babies back to your abdomen. Remember those ankles. A pillow here eases the pressure on your knees. You can rest this way for an hour or so before you'll want to get up and roll over to your side. Balance gives baby room, and gravity helps baby wiggle into a new anterior position. As you wait, give your ankles and wrists a twirl as a gentle signal to wake your resting heart. Rise slowly with intent. Sit on the edge of your bed a moment, letting your blood reach your brain. Take a breath. Stand and be a blessing to all you meet today. The forward-leaning inversion is for everyone, to untwist tensions in the sacral uterine ligament, making room for baby and comfort for mom. Kneel on the side of a firm bed, couch, or stairs. Bring your knees close to the edge, but not over the edge. Bring your hands slowly down to the floor. Come down further, onto your elbows and forearms. Your hands are together. Take 3 breaths in this position. Relax your belly. Come up early if you find learning this uncomfortable. Your shoulders will get stronger, and with repetition, inversions become easier. Your hips are now the highest part of you. This lets your womb hang freely from your lower uterine ligaments. Come up using the bed, a stool, or a friend to help. Swing up and sit on your heels. Take a satisfying breath. The repeated stretch and then the release of the stretch brings your ligaments and then your pelvis into alignment.
Make your way onto your mat. With a full, deep breath, feel your feet beneath your hips. Ground them down into the earth as you take a few moments to feel your body, to feel your belly. Enjoy this time, mamas. Standing with your feet parallel, toes facing forward. Place your right hand onto your heart and your left hand onto your baby. Let your baby know you're about to begin a yoga practice that will make you feel so good. Throughout this practice, listen to your body. Find the places where you can soften and where you can bring more space into your heart and your belly. Full, deep breaths as you close your eyes, stepping back with the right foot. Extend the arms long into the side. Inhale as you reach high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Take your block onto your mat and place it under your heart, preparing for windmill. Right hand on the block as you inhale and sweep your left hand high to the sky. And then continue with the opposite side. Inhale and reach and look up. Exhale and release. Inhale and extend energy. Exhale and release. One more time through. Lift and lengthen. Soften and relax. Inhale. Exhale. Removing the block and placing your hands on your thighs to begin to roll your way up to standing. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale as we sweep the arms high. Exhale, release and let go. Heel toe your feet back in and return to the top of your mat. Standing at the top, hands come onto your hips. Again, we step the right foot back as we prepare for a wide lunge. Right heel will stay lifted. Left knee is going to bend gently, slowly, warming up our body. Keeping the pelvis nice and square. Inhale, reach high to the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together at heart center. Take a full, deep breath, mama. Breathe deep into the right hip, pressing energy back through the right heel. Soften the jaw and release your arms back to your hips. Use your core to step the right foot back and forward. Taking left foot back, feet wide as if they were on railroad tracks. Take your time setting this up. Warm up your knees and your psoas with this gentle motion of coming up and down. Again, taking the arms high above you as you inhale to find length for you and your baby. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Soften the shoulders. Stay focused on bringing the breath deep into your belly and into your hips. Press firmly into the right heel. Press firmly back through the left foot. Hands will come back down onto the hips and stepping the left foot forward. Full deep breath as you take a moment to circle your hips. We're going to transition onto the floor by inhaling to lift our arms high to the sky. Exhaling with a soft smile on your face as you fold forward. Slowly and mindfully bringing yourself down onto all fours as we prepare for a lunge with a side body stretch. Take a moment to wiggle out your hips, move organically, and relax your whole entire body. Left foot will step forward to the top of the mat. Begin to roll your hips and then roll up through the crown of the head. Your left forearm will press deep onto your thigh as you stretch up through the right side of the body. This lunge and side body stretch should feel really good. Open your palms to receive the energy. Breathe deep. Release both hands back to the earth. And gently bring the left leg back onto all fours. Again, pause, moving the body from side to side. Circle your hips, sway your head, and feel your body breathing in and out. Engage the core muscle as you bring the right leg into your lunge. Take a moment to sway the hips open and feel all the space you have to birth your baby. Right hand comes up to the thigh as you roll your way up. Deep lunge as you inhale and bring the left arm up and over. Breathe into this open pose. Many moms find a lunge an essential part of their labor. And when you're ready, slowly release the head, soften the jaw. Nice and gently, take your time as you bring your hands back down onto the earth. We'll take some time here to just close our eyes, sway our hips side to side. Don't worry what you look like. Do what feels best and most natural for your body. We'll move into our pelvic tilts on hands and knees. This is such an essential pose for pregnancy and birth. Feel free to place a blanket under your knees for extra support. Hands are directly under your shoulders, middle fingers press into the earth as you round your spine like a cat. Inhale, you'll lengthen your spine. Exhale, round, chin to the chest, give baby a big hug. Take this nice and slow for 3 more rounds. Close your eyes. Feel this beautiful connection to you and to your baby. Let's take a moment and really appreciate our bodies for all the hard work that they are doing every day as a mother. We're gonna make our way into a resting pose, child's pose. You're gonna walk your knees nice and wide and bring your big toes to touch. Send your hips back and begin to lower the forehead down onto your folded arms. For many mamas, this can just bring a little extra room for you and for your belly and your baby. We'll take 5 deep, long breaths here. Breathing into the back of the body, just resting in your beauty. Transition back onto all fours now. Take your time sliding forward, walking knees back underneath your hips. With your next inhale, you're gonna tuck all 10 toes. Exhale, engage your core and lift your hips high to the sky. Take a full deep breath as you rise to the tips of the toes, bend one knee and then the other. Might feel good to sway your head side to side. Pressing down through all 10 fingers, feeling your connection to the earth as you extend energy through your side body. Now is the time we're gonna make some noise. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in, and we'll exhale. 2 more rounds, mama. This can be fun to do at any time of the day. It helps to soften your pelvic floor, helps to prepare you to make noise throughout your birth. Slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Place your hands onto your thighs so that you're supported as you roll your way back up to standing. Nice and slow here, no rush at all. Soften the shoulders back and down as you inhale and reach high. As you exhale, slide your hands to heart center. You're gonna make your way into an important supported squat. Begin with your feet wider than your hips. Again, inhale, sweep your arms high. And as you exhale, you're gonna send your hips back. Gonna lower yourself down with the support of the block. This is a passive squat to begin to train your muscles. Use your forearms and your elbows and your biceps to open the hips. Let your buttocks curve away from you. Your lower back arches gracefully. Hands can meet at heart center. Chin can relax. Take a full deep breath into your hips. Squatting opens the pelvis and frees your birthing muscles from the tightening effects of sitting. Squatting brings strength and vitality into your pelvis and your back. Slowly begin your transition out of this posture. Hands can come down to the earth. Now slowly begin to lift your hips back up, removing your block. And begin to roll your way back to standing. Inhale once again. We're going to reach our arms high, swaying your hips as it might feel good here after the long supported squat. Let there be freedom in the hips, freedom in your spine. And come back to stand at the top of your mat. Taking one last sun salutation before making our way to seated and then to our back. Reaching arms up. As you exhale, extend your heart and forward fold. Soft bend in the knees. Inhaling to a half lift, long spine. Exhale, slowly coming down. One knee and then the other. Swaying your hips. And we'll slowly make our way onto seated. When you come to sit on the floor, we're going to suggest using a blanket or a bolster. This lifts your hips higher than your knees to lengthen your torso, gives you room for your baby. Extend both legs nice and long and come into this wide, passive forward fold. Settle into your sits bones. And again, making more room, let's inhale, reach up, feet are flexed. As you exhale, release forward, hands onto the earth. Keep your back nice and straight. And let your hands connect to the earth and slowly walk forward to create more space. Breathe deep. Not tucking the backbone and the tailbone, but opening here. Hold as you breathe deep into your sits bones. Calmly walking the hands back. Sitting up nice and tall. Rounding the shoulders, moving freely. We're going to draw the right heel in, preparing for our single leg stretch. You're going to need your belt, your yoga strap, or a tie for this. Extending through the leg, put the strap over the middle of the left foot. Sit up nice and high as you draw the elbows back, flexing through the left heel, hinging at the waist. Take your time moving with this, inhaling to lengthen, exhale to lower. Deep breaths into your hamstring. Beautiful job. Last big stretch, slowly rising when you're ready, back up to a nice tall spine, releasing the strap. Inhale, arms extend, preparing for a gentle twist. Left hand is going to come behind you, right hand onto your thighs. Take an inhale as you grow tall. Exhale, drawing your chin over the left shoulder. Pausing here for a moment. Full belly breath. Softening jaw and tongue. When you're ready, arms come back up through neutral, soft smile on your face as you extend. Bring the soles of the feet together just for a moment, pausing here. Notice the difference in the sides of the leg and the hips. We're going to extend through the right leg now. Again, taking your strap around the ball mound of the foot. Nice deep inhale will help you lengthen, flexing through the foot. Exhaling as you forward fold. Close down the eyes, mamas, and feel the whole body experience the breath here. Each inhale, more space. Each exhale, more compassion and love for your body and your baby. Just another few moments, really feeling the opening into the right hamstring. In the low back, sits bones pressing deep into the earth. And gently releasing the strap, using your core and your spine to inhale and sweep the arms back up. Our last little gentle twist here. Right hand comes behind you, left hand onto the thigh. Be proud of yourself. Sit up nice and tall, extending the tailbone down into the earth, a natural sway in the spine as you breathe deep into your belly. Beautiful. Your next inhale is going to extend the arms back up. Again, any free swaying movement side to side should feel good. Wiggle the fingers. We're going to draw both legs in. Just coming into a nice, comfortable, cross-legged seated goddess circle. All you need to do is close your eyes and take a full deep breath as you let your heart lead you in deep circles. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Hands can press firmly into your thighs as you circle your heart. This should feel good. Round the shoulders. Pause, and then when you're ready, take that same movement, that same motion in the opposite direction. Soften the inside of our mouth as we know how important that is for birth. Licking lips. We're going to draw the chin to the chest. We're going to give some love to our neck and our head. Stretching gently side to side. There's no right or wrong here. Move at your own pace. See where the neck might feel a little stuck. Where can you let go? Imagine your baby's head inside your belly as he or she rotates and moves his or her head. Breathe deep. Head circles are so important even in our birth. It just reminds us to let go, to bring all the awareness out of our mind. Let our bodies birth. Let our hearts be open. Last seated stretch here. As you breathe, one more circle, chin to the chest. And gently, when you're ready, moving the hips, rounding the shoulders, bringing the crown of the head back up. Right hand is going to reach up high, left fingertips to the earth. Sits bones lengthen, side bodies long. Go ahead and let your right rib cage really feel the breath. Slowly, right fingertips release down. Pause for a moment. Right hand down, inhale, left arm extends. Your body's saying thank you. Thank you for moving and stretching. And your baby's saying thank you. It's beautiful postures, all about letting go, opening, staying grounded. Full breath here, mama. Extend both arms high to the sky and slide hands to heart center. So much gratitude for your body. We're going to clear off our yoga mats as we make our way onto our back. We'll remember to never slide directly onto your spine. You always want to come onto your back by rolling onto your side. Go ahead and make your way to your left or your right side. You're going to extend your arm nice and long and slide your way down. Pause here and slowly make your way onto your back. There's no rush. Take a moment to set up for bridge pose. You're going to grab your ball and gently place it between the top of your thighs, right in between your knees. Settle into the back. Begin to press the heels and the palms onto the earth as you lift your hips. Squeezing gently the ball between your thighs. Take a deep cleansing breath directly down into your heart. And stay here for another moment. Heart lifts, belly opens. Take your time as you slowly, gently bring your spine back to the earth. Take the ball, draw it down about 4 inches, placing it directly now in between your thighs. One more time. Go ahead and lift the hips slowly. Relax the tongue and the jaw, close down the eyes. Chin is slightly tucked as you take full belly breaths. Lift your pubic bone high. Maintain a connection between the earth. Feel your feet and your toes, continuing to lift the pelvis, and breathe deep for your baby. Slowly lower the hips back down to the earth and rest. Let the ball release from the thighs. We'll come into our final active pose, resting pigeon. Right heel's gonna come up and over the left thigh. Gonna draw the left thigh in. All 10 toes open, feet are flexed. If it's possible, interlace all 10 fingers at the left hamstring. And it might feel good here to take a little movement, swaying the hips a little side to side. This can be a really intense pose, so be easy and kind. Left knee draws in, right knee draws away. Again, a slight tuck of the chin, and a full deep breath moves in and out. We'll release the left foot back to the earth, uncross the right heel. Moving mindfully, you can sway the knees a little side to side. Let your hands come to rest. And we'll prepare for our last side. Using your pelvic floor and the strength of your belly, lift the left heel up and over, opening up through the left thigh, drawing the right knee in. Again, active feet to protect our knees. Taking any movement here that might feel good. Interlacing the fingers or possibly just keeping them on your belly. Close down the eyes. And let your whole entire body experience the breath. Beautiful mamas. Stay connected. Releasing the right foot and then the left. Once again, move your body organically. Give your belly a rub, maybe roll the hips side to side. We're gonna come into the most important pose of this whole sequence, final resting pose. You'll wanna get a blanket, a pillow, or your bolster. I want you to be as comfortable as you can. You're gonna draw the left knee up and over the bolster, making sure that the knee and the ankle are both fully supported. Your bottom leg will be long. Arm can snuggle up on the blanket. And begin to close the eyes. Soften your lips. Begin to let go. Take deep, calming breaths throughout your whole entire body, signaling your body to release and let go. And let your baby feel this deep relaxation. Your exhale will grow longer than your inhale. All of your hard work, let it all go. Melt down deeper and deeper into the earth. And let Mother Earth hold you. Rest and be at peace. I invite you to stay here as long as you are able. For some of you, that might be 5 minutes. For others, you might fall into a deep sleep for over an hour. Stay connected to your breath. There is nothing to do but to let go. Feel these deep breaths of love and peace to you and to your baby. Sweet mama, rest well. Your body and your baby deserve it. May you be surrounded by peace, love, and support in your journey to birth and beyond.